Chicago in December don't just get cold, it gets disrespectful. The wind be slapping folks like it got unpaid child support beef, ice on the sidewalk slick enough to make a grown man rethink his whole life, and everybody out here trying to hustle something just to survive until New Year's. But nobody grinding harder than Bloodhound Lil Jeff, the only dude in the city who cares more about watches than human oxygen. Rolex, Cartier, AP, Patek. If it ticked, talked, sparkled, or could blind somebody with a glint, Jeff wanted it strapped to his wrist like a trophy. This man didn't even know the time half the day, he just liked feeling expensive. He's sitting in his freezing apartment, blowing warm air into his hands like it's gonna magically turn into money. He counting wrinkled ones like they're supposed to multiply if he stares hard enough. Rent late, phone off, fridge emptier than a New Year's resolution list by January 10th. Then he taps into Instagram on his old cracked screen using some stolen Wi-Fi named FBI Surveillance Van 3, and all he sees is rappers, scammers, influencers, and dudes he went to high school with flashing watches like it's graduation season all over again. That's when Jeff stands up, stretches like a cartoon villain preparing for his monologue, and goes, "Aight, holiday mission time." And just like that, Chicago had a new seasonal menace. Santa got reindeers, Jeff got tendencies. First mission of the night, and it's snowing sideways, the kind of snow that makes you question if the sky got beef. Two dudes hop out a Hyundai, presidential Rolex gleaming louder than they conversation. Jeff slides across the parking lot like he got rollerblades on, bumps one dude just hard enough to cause confusion, snatches the watch, and disappears into the white abyss like a budget Batman. The dudes turn around yelling into the storm like, "Yo, who took my wrist?" Meanwhile, Jeff halfway down the block laughing like a cartoon raccoon with stolen treasure. But then reality kicks in, and these dudes start chasing him like they're trying to make the Olympic team. Jeff hits the expressway foot race style, slipping on ice, dodging honking cars, almost sliding into oncoming traffic. He dives under a semi-truck like he paid rent there, clutches the Rolex to his chest like it's a newborn child, and waits for the footsteps to pass. Chicago 0, Jeff 1. Morning comes, but morning don't mean safety in Chicago. Teenagers out here stealing Kias like it's a part-time job with benefits. Jeff sees a dude warming up his car wearing a diamond AP. That's basically a come get me sign. Jeff walks up like he's asking for directions, then boom, watch gone, car gone, dude still processing what happened. Jeff skids off the block in the stolen Kia yelling at the GPS, like take me somewhere luxurious, even though he knows that car gonna get spotted in 6 minutes. Then Jeff tries his luck with a little breaking and entering special. Climbs through a window like Spider-Man's least impressive cousin, the one they don't talk about. Inside the house, there's chains, watches, and the sweet smell of opportunity. Jeff's eyes get big like anime characters, but then he bumps a lamp. The homeowner wakes up instantly, like a Chicago dad hearing someone touch his thermostat. Dude pulls out a 40, starts yelling. Jeff dives out the same window he came in, leaving behind 2 watches, a shoe, and probably his pride. Nighttime again. Gas station hour. The official danger zone, also known as Try Your Luck Tuesdays, except it's every day. Jeff sees a slick dude with a fresh Rolex pumping gas. Easy grab, right? Wrong. A car full of masked dudes spins the block firing warning shots like they testing the acoustics. Jeff runs so fast, even his shadow gave up. He bursted into a sprint that would make track coaches cry tears of jealousy. Then Jeff hits up a shady buyer in an abandoned warehouse that looks like every bad decision ever made. Buyer examines the watches like he's on Pawn Stars and hits Jeff with, "Half these fake." Jeff almost throws hands. Buyer tosses him a few dusty dollars and shrugs like, "Hey, business is business." Jeff walks out with his dignity on layaway. Later at the mall, Jeff finds a sneaker reseller iced out in a parking lot, watch dancing like it's in a music video. Jeff snatches it smooth, clean, chef's kiss. But the dude screams like he's auditioning for a horror film. Mall security sprints out like they've been waiting their whole career for this exact moment. Jeff runs with his feet scraping asphalt, heart beating like a drum solo. Finally, the big mission. The one he'd been saving his best hoodie for. Downtown Chicago. Expensive cars everywhere. Clubs blasting music. Dudes stumbling out smelling like liquor and ego. Jeff hides in the shadows like a cartoon raccoon waiting for a dropped French fry. Then he sees him, a well-known street figure, diamond Patek Philippe, Cuban link fat enough to replace a tow rope. Money aura glowing in 4K. Jeff's adrenaline hits maximum overdrive. He slides out the shadows, grabs the guy, pats him down with cartoonishly fast hands, steals the watch and dips. Except Jeff missed one detail. Dude had a second gun, a hidden one, a tucked-away insurance policy. The moment Jeff takes 2 steps back and goes, "I'm gone," dude pulls out the second gun and opens fire. Shots loud enough to wake the pigeons on the next block. Jeff zigzags through the alley screaming like a cartoon character with his pants on fire. One bullet grazes him, sends him tumbling behind a dumpster where he hides, clutching the watch like it's the last slice of pizza in the world. He's bleeding, shaking, cold, terrified, and still staring at the Patek like, man, this joint is kinda worth it. And that's the thing about Chicago hustling. You can chase ice, but eventually the streets serve ice-cold consequences. Bloodhound Lil Jeff almost lost his life over a shiny Patek, and the city didn't blink once. First episode down. And if you think this wild cartoon universe is calming down anytime soon, you clearly don't know Cap Rap Toonz.